What is up, guys? My name is Silgis, and today we are back again for another video. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to add currencies and stuff like that into your game. So the first thing I want you to do is go up to your tab up here and click View, and make sure you have your output open, and this way you're making sure fully that your scripts are working when you enter the game. Alright, so let's go right into it. The first thing we want to do is go over here to the Explorer section, and you want to go ahead and click Server Script Service, and then you want to click this little white plus button beside it and enter a script. Alright, so of course you can name the script whatever you want, but right now we're just gonna call it, let's just go to call it currency handler. Alright, I spelled that wrong, but it's fine. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is create it's basically a leader stat. Now, similar to my last video, I made a leader stat board in my other video, but this one's going to be a little bit different due to this way you can have a GUI in your screen somewhere displaying how much money they have and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to put game.players added connect function, and then our parentheses at the end, and then you're just going to press enter. Alright, so what this does is every time a player is added, they're going to be given what is inside this script or what you have placed in the script. That way everything is functioning properly. As soon as they get added to the game, this is where it all starts, when it loads and stuff. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put player inside of these parentheses here right after function, and this way we don't necessarily have to just make a leader stat. It'll just be placed directly into the player's data up here in the Explorer tab. Once a player is loaded in, it'll just send it straight to it. So what we're going to do is put local currency equals instance dot new, and then we're going to put our parentheses and quotes, and then we're going to put int value. And int value is basically a number value that, yeah, that's basically the best way to explain it. Int value is just a number value. And then right after it, right after the comma here, or right after the quote here, you're going to put comma, and then you're going to put player. All right, and what this is going to do is it's going to put this int value directly into the player's load in. That way, you don't have to do all that weird folder stuff, but this way it's a little bit easier to access. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put currency dot name equals, let's just make it cash, because why not? Everyone likes cash, right? And then we're also going to have currency dot value, and whatever you want their value to be starting off. I'm just going to put 100 for now. And that's literally all you do for now. We don't have to put a parent here since it's already going to the player through this, and it's already putting it through this string right here. It's already putting it directly into the player, so you don't have to put a parent or anything and stuff like that. And if we click play, if you see over here in the Explorer tab, you're going to go ahead and open up your character, and as you see, our cache is sitting right here inside the player, and it's not in a folder or anything, so it is a little bit easier to access. And as you see here, we don't have a leaderboard. Now, if you want a leaderboard in your game, go ahead and check out my other video for leader stats, and that'll show you how to add that kind of thing into your game and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and make a GUI for this. Now, if you go down here to your starter GUI and enter a screen GUI, and if it's not here and you're frequently used, you can just start typing in screen GUI up here and enter one. And we'll just name this money GUI. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to insert a frame, and you can place this wherever you want. We're just going to put it here for now. And this doesn't really have to be anything fancy, but we're going to make it a bit fancy, or try to at least. Alright, let's see. Let's just go ahead, for the sake of making a thumbnail, we're going to put it here. And then we're going to use our plugin here to make it look good. All right. So let's just make this color. Yeah, we'll make it something like that. All right. So next thing you want to do is you want to insert a text label. All right. Not a text box or text button. You want to insert a text label. And then we'll go ahead and do it like this. Make sure it fits the other one. All right. Pardon me for making everything so fancy. Now you don't have to do all this extra stuff. I'm just doing it because I like to make my stuff look nice. So we're gonna put. All right. Now we have some fancy GUI. All right. So inside your text label, I'm gonna go ahead and add another one. You don't have to do this. I'm just adding another one because because the thing covers it. All right. This doesn't really change much of anything, but for the sake of the video, we're just gonna go ahead and move all of this. Ignore all this. Just ignore all that. All right. I'll do it in a minute. All right. So inside your text label, you can leave it saying text label. That doesn't necessarily matter, and of course, you can choose whatever font you would like. We'll go ahead and go with Freedoka 1, and we'll just make this white. And then we are going to text scale it so it fits properly. And just to show that it's working, we're going to go ahead and put cache, and then this, and then we're going to put 0. All right. So now that we have this, we are ready to put our script in. And inside your frame here, you want to insert a local script. All right. So you can name it, of course, whatever you want. But inside the script here, you just want to go ahead and delete this print hello world. And what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be getting the player. So in order to do that, we're going to put local player equals game.players.local player. All right. So what this does, it is locating the local player accessing this script in the game. So that way you're not getting all the other players into it too. It's just a singular player accessing the script once it is being used. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to locate the cache value of the player. So what we're going to do is put local cache amount equals player dot cache. All right, so that way, whatever you're naming your currency, that is what you're going to put after the dot player. So that way, it is locating the right name, because if you name it something else what's in the game, it's not going to work properly. So if you put currency here instead of whatever else you put in there, it's not going to work. So make sure you're putting the name of your currency right here properly. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're gonna locate the GUI that we want to be changing. So that'll be this text label here that we have on the screen. So that way we'll be able to change it. So we're going to put local, let's just name it cache amount for the sake of it. I'm going to put local cache amount equals script dot parent, and then we're going to put dot text label. All right, so what this does is it's going to be locating the text label through the parent. So the parent of this local script would be the frame, and then it is locating the text label from that point. All right, so now that we have all this done, we're going to be scrolling down here, and let's say we're going to put local. No, we don't put that. Sorry about that. We're going to put text label or cache amount dot text equals, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to put quotes. All right, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put cache or whatever you have set like this, and then you're going to put 2 dots. All right, and then you're going to put cache dot value. Well, let's change that since I use cache amount down here real quick. And then we're going to put cache.value. Alright. So we click play game. As you saw, it was a 0 before. Now it says 100. Alright. So if we change this, let's say we want 1,000. Okay. I know how to fix this. It isn't working properly because we don't have a change event. So we're going to go ahead and put, let's say we're just gonna make a part here. All right. So this will be our little cache giver part. All right. All right, so we're just gonna name this cache giver. Okay. And why not? We'll make it green since that way it's not. All right. So once we have that, we're gonna change this a bit here, and we're gonna actually keep this script here. So we're just gonna go ahead and copy that for now and delete it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to locate that pad. All right, so we're going to put local cache giver equals script dot parent. Well, no, my bad. Game dot workspace dot cache giver. All right, so what that does is it's locating the cache giver here in the workspace. All right. So it's going to be working through the game into the workspace to the cache giver. That way we're locating properly. And what we're going to do is we're going to put cache giver dot touch connect function. All right. So what this does is that every time it's not when it's just touched by a player, it's by every body part that touches a player. So let's say let's say you're using the R15 version, whatever body parts are touching it, it's going to be basing it off of that. So you want to make sure you are careful about the amount that you're putting in here. And you could also put a cooldown here as well. So let's say you want a cooldown. We'll just put local cooldown equals, let's say, 5 seconds. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in here is we're going to do cache.value equals cache.value equals, or not equals, plus 10. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put that script that we had previously in here to make sure that it is all properly working. Now if we click play here, as you see, our cache is going up. And you can see that it is going up pretty quickly, and that is due to the multiple body parts that are connecting with it. But you could fix this. So let's say we can put wait, and then you just want to put cooldown, and it is going to be waiting 5 seconds. Or you can just put wait 5 instead of adding the cooldown. But of course, the bigger the script looks, the cooler it looks. So let's see. Okay. All right. We put this in the wrong location, I believe. We're just going to put it right after it. Sorry about that. Weird. Usually works. But anyways, that is how you guys get the point, right? Yeah, of course you do. You guys are smart. All right, so this is basically how to just add. I'm just giving you a demonstration of how the cached GUI works, but for the sake of the video, that's probably where we're going to stop, just so you guys have a general gist of how the cached GUI works. And of course, there are other ways to probably do this, but this is the only way that I know how to do it at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found this helpful, and be sure to like and subscribe to show the support to the channel. It really means a lot to me, and I really try to work hard on these videos and try to get everything put together for you guys. So I'll see you next one. Peace.